I'm Robin Shields and I'm Senior Lecturer in Higher Education Management at University of Bath and Director of Studies for the DBA in Higher Education Management. My research primarily concerns globalization in higher education, so looking at why higher education institutions around the world are converging on a common set of practices, policies, etc. Specifically, I look at networks in higher education globally. So for example, I analyse global flows of international students, where they're coming from and where they're going to, and what the key trends are, and of course what that means for institutions and national governments. I also analyse more informal networks, for example, networks of social media, how institutions interact on networks such as Twitter, and what that means in terms of their status, their flows of information around the world, issues such as those. One area in which I'm particularly interested is the analysis of social network data. So how we analyse large-scale data sets which involve many complex interactions between individuals. A cutting-edge area in statistical analysis is how to analyse networks such as these, and so I'm applying new methods of quantitative analysis to network data sets on higher education. My research on international students gives institutions and national governments insight into what trends are in this important field. There are currently over 4 million students who go abroad for their higher education each year. These are important academically as they promote the flow and circulation of ideas around the world. They're also important financially for institutions, and they've become a key source of revenue on which many institutions are reliant for their continued operation. So understanding key trends in the field is very important for higher education institutions, and my analysis of international student data provides insight into how these flows are changing. Two key issues in higher education management at the moment are internationalization and globalization. And these themes tie together the research interests of our faculty and students on the DBA. For example, many institutions are facing a similar set of constraints and challenges in terms of funding, the marketization of HE, and even the commodification of degrees. They're responding in remarkably similar ways, for instance by establishing branch campuses overseas, looking at joint degrees, or offshore provision of degrees. Both the research of our faculty and students on the DBA investigates these trends and looks at how higher education institutions are responding.